Hello, and today we're doing another one of this, I guess. Another Rizz tier list, but this time we have FE5. And with me today I have the same guy as the previous two videos.
Hello.
Yeah, I think you heard that. He said hello. Anyway, this time it's FE5 and there's a pretty good cast here, not gonna lie. So let's just start off easy with Leaf. What do you think about Leaf?
I think Leaf probably has unspoken Rizz.
Yeah, because I think last time we brought him pretty high up as Rizzler, but this is like base Leaf, like at his starting point, you know? So I think Unspoken Rizz is probably where he's at. Next we have Finn. I think I'm going to place him in the same place as the FE4 tier list. How's that? No Rizz basically.
Yeah. He's still just married to his Brave Lance.
I mean,
he doesn't need anybody else.
There's implied that something happened with Latches ages ago, but as we said last time, this is a different guy at this point. So yeah. Next we have, what do we call him? Do we call him by his actual name or the fan translation name?
I call him Ozian because that's the patch that I played.
I'm pretty sure I usually call him Orson, but I'll try to call him Ozian, I guess. I'm just gonna call him Orson, I don't care that much. Where are we booking him? What's his stats?
He probably has Rizz.
I think he's
I'm
intended.
not sure if he's unspoken Rizz, but like regular Rizz, I could see that.
Doesn't he like kind of a thing going on with what's this person's name again? Tanya, yeah, Tanya. But then again, she's kind of a boy, so I'm not sure if that like requires the same level of Rizz. I think just regular Rizz is fine. Next we have Halvan, the Brave Axe guy. I don't know, somewhere next to Orson, I guess.
I'm not really sure if he has Rizz, honestly. I mean, just like look at his face.
I think he has actually. He has a pretty nice face though. Like.
He just has that look about him.
He looks very not interested, I guess. I mean, I'm gonna say bottom of Rizz because he has to be in the same tier as his bro, you know. Like these two, they're buddies.
Yeah, that's probably fine.
Next up we have the easiest Rizzler tier ever. Abel is literally half of the game, not half of the game, but like Dagdar, the reason he's there is because of Abel. She manages to like
put his bandit ways just to try and impress her.
Yeah, she just straight up converted this man. And even then, when Finn was talking about the fact that she's probably Bridget, even Finn was like, oh wow, this lady's really pretty. So definitely easy Rizzler tier. And next we have Dagdar. I don't think this man has any Rizz, but he does have a child. So where are we going him?
He has canonically had sex, so he must have at least some amount of Rizz.
Are you sure that that's not like his adopted child or something? Because... actually
they have the same hair color.
I guess.
So that's some amount of evidence.
Yeah, but it's canonical that he doesn't manage to pull Abel, though. Where do we...
It would be very hard to pull Abel.
And look, he's a grown man now.
Average man.
I'm sure his Rizz has decreased over time.
Back when he was an Oifi and not a Jagan, he must have had much better Rizz.
No, I'm pretty sure he's still pretty good late game as well. I'm guessing. Where the hell do I put this, man? I genuinely have no idea. Okay, he has a child, so it has to be somewhere in Rizz tier.
I mean, either works. I mean, Halvan is still young. He still has time.
Yeah, I think Halvan probably is just slightly higher. Just because I like his portrait more. Next we have Tanya. Do we put her in Rizz tier? She's a tomboy, man, come on.
Hey, at least we know that there's one guy that likes her. It's like that's something.
Yeah. Oh crap, what was that noise? I'm not gonna check that. I think Rizz tier is just fine, I guess. I don't know, it feels a bit awkward. Like, no Rizz is like nothing, and then Rizz tier is like something, but there's no real middle ground, you get me?
Yeah.
I think... yeah, just Rizz is fine. Next we have Marty. No Rizz. Just look at his face. No charisma,
He's
no
a
Rizz, no
Rizzler in my
nothing.
heart.
He's what?
He's a Rizzler in my heart.
You got a strange taste, my friend, but I think no Rizz is fine.
Who doesn't love Marty?
Me? Just look at his... I mean, he has like a funny constitution, but that's all. I think when they were making Thracia, they probably thought, we need someone to just like make this constitution stand out, and thus they made Marty. Just to show off, oh hey, this is a stat.
He's also the first playable bandit.
Oh, right, that as well. I keep forgetting that's not Gonzalez. Is his name Gonzalez from FE6? I can't remember. But yeah, he's technically the first one. Next we have Ronan, I think his name is. I keep getting his name mixed up with someone.
It's hard to say because he doesn't really say anything after you recruit him.
I think his name is Ronan. I keep getting him mixed up with Ronan, the guy from Tearing Saga, but I think his name is Ronan or something. He doesn't speak to anyone, does he?
Yeah, not really. You just recruit him with
with
character,
anyone, yeah.
So he doesn't even address anybody.
And he just fights with his grandma a bit, I guess. Or maybe it was his mother, can't really tell. But it was a pretty old lady. I don't think he's ugly. I'll just put him at bottom of, like... bottom of Rizz, I guess? I don't know.
And he doesn't look bad. He's
yeah.
not a bad-looking guy.
That is true. And Marty is proof that bad-looking guys can exist. But yeah, bottom of Rizz, I'd say. Or maybe a bit higher than Dagdar, I don't know. Dagdar's like retired Rizz, you get me?
Yeah.
The thing with Dagdar is that he's still interested in Avil, but Finn is just kind of like, no interest in anything anymore. Next, we have Safi. Easy Rizzler tier. Like, she manages to pull Lithus, and she also convinces Shiva as well. Very easy Rizzler tier. Next we have my favorite guy, Lithus. He is the most easy sexual harassment tier, like, of all time. Or maybe second easiest.
Yeah.
His entire reason for joining is...
like, convicted felon.
Yeah, and his entire reason for joining is that he wants, you know, Safi. That's literally all it is. So, I mean, very easy.
Doesn't he even, like, plan to sell out Leaf at one point?
Yeah, I read dialogue about that, like, ages ago. That is funny, but it never actually happens, because of course it doesn't. But yeah. Next, we have, what's her name again? Something beginning with M. I need to play Thracia again.
Machua or Machua?
I think I used to call her Matcha, but I'm just going to keep calling her that. It's easy to say. She is canonically in a relationship with Brighton, isn't she?
Yeah.
That means...
I thought his name was Fred. I guess Fred is a different guy.
Oh, Fred is the guy that likes Olin. Where's Fred? This guy's
yeah,
Fred.
Fred is the guy with the lightning sword. Now I remember.
I never used him. I forgot who he was, to be honest. But I know he likes Olin. That's all I know. But yeah, I'm gonna say top of Rizz tier, I guess. I mean, she doesn't look that nice, but if she's in a relationship...
I think she and Brighton get married in their endings.
That is true. That is true. Speaking of Brighton, do we just put him on the same tier as his lover, or...
Yeah.
Do we put him slightly higher or slightly below? I'm gonna say slightly below, just, you know.
Yeah, it's hard to say because you obviously don't see, like, who Rizz is who.
That is true, and I think they don't even have a single conversation together, which is beautiful. Next we have... Is her name Laura? I want to say Laura. I think it is. I think
it's Lara without a U.
I just say it funnily. Laura, like that. Anyway, back to the point. Unspoken Rizz is my bet, because I'm pretty sure she used to work as a dancer, and I remember Pern saying that he used to be interested in her or something, and like watching her dance, before he knew that she was a little kid, basically. So easy Unspoken Rizz. Next up, we have Fergus, Beowulf's son. He definitely has some level of Rizz, but I'm not sure how much.
I mean, doesn't he, like, try to hit on Karen and, like, kind of fails?
Probably, I guess. I mean, just going by his, like, Beowulf genes, yes, that ranks somewhere high up, I'm guessing. I'm gonna put him below the couple, but above everyone else, basically. I don't think he has unspoken Rizz though. He doesn't seem like that guy.
Yeah.
Next we have Carrion. Where do we put her? I have no idea. Not in Rizz. Somewhere in Rizz tier maybe. Because a lot of these defaults are going there.
I'd probably put her in, like, above Tanya.
Oh, wait. Doesn't she kind of recruit that one guy? What's his face? I swear to God, I hate trying to find Thracia names.
She recruits...
This guy.
This guy. Was like Ilios or something?
Ilios, yeah. Ilios, this man. So, that does put her somewhere. I'm gonna say above Orson then. Just kinda cuz she has more conversations, I guess. And I mean, if you recruit someone, that means you have to have like some pretty high up there is, you know.
And when they recruit the opposite gender, that's that's sort of like rizzing them.
Basically, yeah. Next up we have Dawson, I think his name is. Isn't he just some guy's older brother? I think.
He is married with children.
He is?
I
Oh
know
my god.
that. Yeah.
I thought that was Hicks.
I think they both have children. So I remember Dawson's escape quotes is always like, "Oh, I'm coming back to you, my children," or whatever.
I always thought that was about his like younger siblings or something. Let me check his escape quote real quick. Diana, you will just wait. I'll be home soon. It says he's. I think he is married. Maybe. I'm gonna just guess he is. I don't know. I don't think it matters that much. I'd probably put him somewhere in Rizz tier regardless, to be honest. Just not sure where. Maybe around like the Fergus, and between Fergus and Brighton is just like a wild guess, because if we assume he's married, then he has to be somewhere here, you know?
Yeah.
I'll look into him later. Next we have Asbel, Leaf's best friend that he doesn't mention in FE4. Where do we put this man? I don't think he talks to anyone.
Yeah, I don't really see Asbel having any Rizz, honestly.
Is it because he looks kinda young? I mean, I wouldn't argue with that.
He has the face. It just makes me think like he might be like a little annoying.
That's a bit harsh. But, I mean...
I don't know, that's the vibe that I get.
He definitely does give me short kid vibes, I'd say that definitely. It feels a bit harsh, but I'll keep him at the top of no Rizz tier then. Just for now, I guess. I say that, but I know I'm not going to change him. Next we have Nana. Very, very, very easy... Actually, it's not that easy. Is it Rizz or unspoken Rizz? I'm not sure.
I feel like unspoken. Actually, I could see Rizzler.
Yeah.
She also recruits Homer.
Does she recruit...
And she's the only one that can do that.
Doesn't she recruit some other people as well? Or is it only Homer?
I don't remember.
I think it is only Homer.
It might be only Homer.
And I think, I mean, the charm skill, canonically, that has to give her something. And she does pull Leaf, so it is... I'm gonna say bottom of Rizzler. That's how I'm feeling.
Yeah, she pulls the guy that was raised as her brother.
That is... Okay, but that's the thing. Does that count as...
That's how powerful the Rizz is.
Does that count as Rizz, though? Because that's kind of like an unfair head start, you know? And let's be real, I'm pretty sure Finn probably did some meddling, okay? Because, like, I mean, he's Nana's father, and Leaf is Quan's son, so... I'm still gonna leave out bottom of Rizzler.
Hey, what are you implying about Finn's motivations?
I mean... don't worry about it, okay? But all I'm saying is this pairing... Don't worry about it, okay? Let's move on to Hicks. He is married, and he has a kid. Where I think, do we just automatically put all the married people on top of all the single people?
Yeah, you have to have a base level of Rizz to get married.
Look at his face, though. Like, he just doesn't... I don't know, man.
Somebody's into it.
You know what? Just because they're, like, married... Basically, top 4 of Rizz are just married people. Everybody else is single. That's how we're doing it, basically. And Dagda is, like, retired Rizz. Fine, I'm gonna leave him there. I don't want to, but he's just there. Next we have Shiva. I think he looks alright, to be honest.
think his hair is a little goofy.
That was
Like his face isn't bad.
Now here's the issue I have with all the married people on like a tier above everyone else. Cause just look at Shiva and look at Hicks next to each other. Which one of these looks nicer? Like, I'm sorry man, but that face is just awful. But that aside,
he's got a horse though.
That doesn't have to do it. No, he does have a horse when you recruit him. Yeah, he does start off mounted. I don't know, man. Anyway, Shiva has a pretty nice looking face. I think around Fergus is pretty good. Not sure if above or below though. I think he does go like above maybe. He does get recruited by Safi, I guess, and being associated with Safi is kind of good for your Rizz, I guess.
And he catches her attention.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I need to move Hicks down here. He's bugging me with his face. Like, below Austin, okay? Is that fine?
That's fine.
I just don't like his face. Now, next we have Carrion. Carrion. I don't know how to say his name. I don't know how to say any of these guys' names. How do we feel about him?
I don't know if there's anything to feel about him.
He has a Paragon sword, I think.
He gets the Paragon sword. And I remember that because I forgot to get it in a playthrough.
Yeah, I didn't get it on my first one either. But on my second playthrough, it's really useful because on his joining chapter, if you like trap an archer, and then you just equip someone with the Paragon sword, and the archer repeatedly shoots at him, that's like easy EXP if you equip the Paragon sword, and you don't consume any uses. So I really like using this guy. But he has a very noble looking face.
Personality-wise, he is a cavalier.
That is his entire thing, yeah. That's going to be another thing coming up with Alba and the guy I don't know.
Kane.
Is he the Kane and he's also Kane? That's funny. They got very creative in this game.
There's just two Kanes in the series. Like there's two Lawrences.
Boy, who's the second Lawrence? Oh, the FE1 guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put, I don't know, he has a very majestic looking face. He is technically a knight, which implies he's sort of well bred. So, I mean, look at his hair, looks like he combed it. He's gonna go above all the homeless people. I'm gonna put Fergus above Shiva because the hair is kind of a big issue. But yeah, he does look like he'll take care of himself. Next we have Selvina. Now, she is very, very, very Rizzful, I feel, but I'm not sure how Rizzful.
I remember she gets the Brave Bow from the one guy. I don't know if they have, like, a pre-existing relationship, because I never used her.
Do you mean Glade?
Yeah.
They're literally married, dude.
I never used her. I never even deployed her to get the Brave Bow.
I did try use her at some point, but then I just gave up. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Finn mentions that, like... Does Finn say it? I don't remember who. But yeah, Selvina's definitely married to Glade. And in general, she has a very, very, very nice looking portrait, like, dang. So, I don't want to say top of Unspoken. Or like bottom of Unspoken. I'm going to say top of Rizz, just regular Rizz. And it hurts to put her there, but like... The only thing we have to go off is basically Glade. I mean, Finn was surprised to see her, but then again, that was just probably Finn reminiscing, I guess. Like, Finn didn't recognize her, I'm pretty sure. But that's because she used to do her hair differently, apparently. But yeah, top of Rizz, I think that's fine, but I do want to put her above. Next we have the two Christmas calves. Where do we put them?
I really don't know.
Yeah, I don't... Do they have any dialogue? I don't actually know.
I probably at like the beginning of the chapter. After that, almost certainly not.
I can't even remember if they have dialogue at the start of the chapter. That is funny. I have no idea. Okay, which one of these two look better in your opinion? Alba or Kane? Because I think Alba has nicer looking hair.
Kane.
What? Why?
I think Kane has a better face.
Yeah, but like... Wait. Okay, no, I'm thinking about Robert. We'll go over him later. I'm just gonna put them... I don't know. Well, I mean, we should probably bump above the homeless man, I guess. And I think they are relative to each other.
The problem with a lot of the units in this game is that they have the FE1 issue of they don't exist past their recruitment.
No, but this game is funnier than FE1 because you actually get a few lines of text saying what they did afterwards, but I can't remember them for the life of me, except for this one guy, and his name is Robert. I'm pretty sure in his dialogue, or in his ending conversation, unless I'm getting confused with someone else, does it say that he used to, like, when he grew up or later, when the war ended, he used to pull a lot of people, apparently?
I think I remember something like that.
Yeah, because I remember it was really, like, out of left field. Let me read out his ending. Robert's fondest wish was granted when he was assigned to a permanent post in the army of New Thracia. Despite fighting countless battles, he was a novice rec when at the royal court or any of the social functions. Unbeknownst to him, this only added to his popularity among the army's female officers. So, he has... That might mean he has unspoken Rizz by definition.
Yeah, he doesn't even know it.
He is unaware of his own Rizz. Putting him above Selfina makes me feel so bad. But if that's what Karga says, it's what Karga says, so... I guess he has unspoken Rizz, even though he does have a line of dialogue implying that.
Kaga could come into this voice chat right now and tell you Hicks is a Rizzler, and you'd have no choice but to put him there.
If Kaga came into this voice chat right now, I'd start crying right in front of you, right here and right now, okay? Let's not go there. But yeah, well, let's go on to Fred, or Alfred. Where do we put him?
Probably just Rizz.
Does he pull Olin?
He's not bad looking.
Wait, hold on. Let me look at his ending with Olin, because I do think there was something funny there. So basically, he returned home, he spent all his strength, war-torn land. He went on to marry a young noblewoman with close ties to House Phrygia's inner circle, though the difference in their age made him the butt of many jokes. That means he married a hag. And I'm 90% sure the hag was Olin, but how old is Olin?
I don't think Olin's that old.
But who else? No, that can't be right. Does Fred just not... No. It was a young noblewoman, so it was Olin. How old is Fred? He is 25. That's not even that bad. He is in Rizz tier then. He does pull Olin. But where? I don't know. I'm gonna put him below Selfina. But this is a very high, like... These two, Selfina and I forgot your name. Fred. These two are basically high above the rest of these guys, I feel. But yeah. Maybe I should make another tier, but I think this is fine.
You could probably just make a tier for married people.
That is a very good idea, let me do that. Okay, now this is gonna be a very fun thing where I'm just gonna add tiers for like a good while without me talking. Oh my god, I'm working it up. But then some married people aren't on the same tier though, like look at Hicks. So that might be an issue. Rizz and no Rizz. No. You'd stay there. No Rizz can go in yellow, I guess. Or light green. So married people are gonna go above the Rizz tier, I guess. At or above. I swear to God.
Rizz has to have already existed.
Yeah, so it's the married Rizz, I guess. I mean, it's like, it's Rizz based on, like, statements, basically. So yeah. I guess we're gonna do this now. Just move these guys here. If Dawson is not married to anyone, this is gonna be very, very awkward. But yeah, who else here is technically married? Where is Dagdar's wife? Where is this man's wife? I don't know. She's
probably dead.
I was gonna say the same thing. I guess Dagdar's at the bottom of Rizz then. Sorry.
Removed from married Rizz.
He got demoted.
So sad.
Yeah, that is true. Very sad indeed. Next we have Olin. Where do we put her? I mean, she is Reinhardt's brother, so that's to put her somewhere. Probably somewhere high, I'd say.
Yeah.
Judging by the fact we're doing like married couples by the end, I think here is pretty good. Above Fred.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Marita, I really like this person. She gets possessed. Doesn't really interact with a man, I guess, except for what's his name? I forgot his name. Obviously, his bastard son. So I don't know.
No, Sias.
Yeah, Sias, that's his name. I mean, she has a nice looking portrait, but she doesn't speak to anyone, which is like half of the cast. I'm going to put her above Karen. I guess. Above or below Karen, I don't know. She does seem to be implied to have some level of holy blood, and holy blood should boost your Rizz. So
well, yeah, because Galzus has holy blood. He has Astra.
No, he has major odd holy blood, I believe. Yeah, not major. Yeah. Is it minor? I forgot. But yeah. In fact,
I guess spoilers, but because Galzus is her dad.
I mean, I think everybody who's watching this probably already knows that. But yeah, I'm gonna put her top of Rizz, maybe because of the holy blood bonus, I guess. The holy blood boosts your Rizz and genes, I guess. That's my opinion on it, at least. Next we have Salim is his name, right? Or Salim? The Dark Mage. Okay, I got neither. He's the only Dark Mage. I don't think he talks to people outside of like Pun in that one conversation. He does give a slight boost in support to Sora, but that's like it, I guess. He doesn't talk to anyone. I'm tempted to say no Rizz.
He seems kind of like a loner.
Yeah.
Just look at his face.
He seems like a loner by choice, but I still think that puts him at like top of Rizz. No Rizz, I mean.
I mean, he's a Dark Mage. He's gotta be a fucking nerd.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I mean, I'm sure like the Dark Mage has some stigmatism against it, and like, you know, Judgrill because of the whole sacrificing his children. So yeah. Next we have a pretty good throw up in the air. Where do we put Pawn?
I mean, sexual harassment is sexual harassment. Even if you have Rizz.
Even if he's not as ugly as Lithus, I was thinking of blowing him here, yeah. But he has standards,
even if he didn't mean to.
No, but he kind of like he realized it was wrong, and then he decided not to. So you gotta give him credit where credit's due. And even then, I think he was just like watching her dance. It wasn't like, you know, he was being a full-on creep or anything. I mean, we've seen how he treated Tina, so we know he's not like a freaking predator or anything. He's just sort of unethical.
He does lead a band of thieves.
That is true, and like Leaf has zero problems with it, which is funny, but
he needs all the help he can get.
That is basically the plot of Thracia, yeah. So how much Rizz does someone who's like a convicted felon even have? I don't know.
I mean, some girls are into that.
That's what I was thinking as well, but we don't know if that's true in the Thracia world, or Judgrill as a whole. I think next to Shiva is good, because they both seem very unethical in terms of Rizz. I think Shiva's definitely more Rizzful though. I don't think this man has any Rizz. I don't think Pan has like Rizz, but he has something, I just don't know what. I'll put him at Rizz. What the flip is this guy's name? I don't know. Why does he have that fringe?
His name is Trude.
Trude. Wow.
This guy you have to put to sleep to recruit him.
I think I did recruit him, but I've never used him. Okay. That's wonderful.
Because he's like the 5th sword fighter you get.
Yeah, it's like I already trained Shiva. I have Fergus as well, who's mounted. Like, what is this, man? And his face is just...
The most notable thing about him is that he comes with a silver sword.
I couldn't even remember his inventory. That's how, like, nothing this guy is. And I don't want to say he has an ugly face, because it's not that bad, but... He's not exactly...
I don't like his hair.
Yeah, the fringe, man. Is that his fringe? It covers his entire forehead. It just looks off. I don't know. Ew. Bomb of Rizz. No, maybe even no Rizz. I don't know. It feels
I don't think he has any Rizz. I don't even think he has any dialogue.
I'm sure this is his recruitment dialogue or something.
Well, the way you recruit him is you capture him and just leave him in the saddlebags until the end of the chapter.
I think he has to be with his fellow thief friend, Salami, I don't know his name. But yeah, these two can go together. Next we have Tina. Now, she is a child, but I think if she was...
But I'm not going to argue with your logic.
She gives me annoying little girl vibes. Like, 100%.
She does steal your stuff.
Okay, let me hear what you're gonna say then.
I'm just saying I know where I would put her, personally.
Oh, okay. But you don't... no Rizz or sexual harassment. I don't know. She's a child, so it feels wrong pulling her here.
Stealing your stuff isn't sexual harassment.
She was being forced by Pern because Kaga thought it would be funny to do a fake out joke. But no, he was just putting bugs on her face.
It's just regular harassment.
Yeah, it's funny. But nah, Kaga likes doing some very questionable jokes in his games, but no one brings it up. I don't have a problem with it because I really don't care, but I just find it funny.
I think a lot of people bring it up.
Really?
A lot of people don't like Kaga from what I've seen. I see people call him sexist all the time.
Oh, that's different though. That's like Gaiden though. How is Kaga sexist, man? Like, you had a character like Altina and FE4, that was like 1996. You have Seda, who was like, you know, very... She was a pretty good unit, but like, even in terms of like, I don't know, usually you wouldn't have playable females in like 1991 was FE1. So I don't think Kaga's sexist. Like, yeah. And then there's Evil as well, Avil. Yeah, she's pretty good. I don't know why people say that. But we should probably move on. I'm gonna put Tina in no Rizz tier, because I can't put a child in sexual harassment, that just feels wrong. Next we have, Glade. He pulls Selfina. He has to be somewhere here.
I mean, I'm just gonna say, I don't think it was his looks that got him that. It had to have been something else.
Connections, maybe. No, but he's like an old man. He's like Finn's age. No, how is he and Finn the same age? Like, they look completely different. But that's beside the point. He pulls, like, this person, so that puts him somewhere. I'm gonna put him above Hicks, I guess. Maybe he looked nicer when he was younger. I'm sure all the stress and age got to him. You're above Hicks, barely. I feel bad for pulling him so low. Dawson has a nicer looking face, I guess. A lot of the placements here can be debated very easily. Next we have Dean.
Dean is engaged to Lenoan.
I thought Lenoan was...
True.
No, Lenoan was engaged to Arion, but Dean and Lenoan are like a thing, I guess? Like the kind of, you know...
Oh yeah.
He does have Rizz.
They like each other.
Being able to pull a noblewoman when you're basically a nobody Draco Knight, that puts you in some pretty high Rizz. Is that like...
She must have seen his weapon range.
Is it unspoken Rizz? Or like regular Rizz?
I mean, there's no proof that it's unspoken, I don't think.
He doesn't strike me as the talking type though. It's hard to say. And what is that noise? I have no idea. Dean is probably top of Rizz, I'm gonna say. Pulling Lenoan is no joke. That's Wells. Yeah. Next we have his little sister. What the hell was her name again? Ada.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you don't strike me as having much Rizz.
I just remember she died in my playthrough.
Why does Kaga keep giving characters with like no dialogue? Let me check her ending real quick because I have my phone right on me. She became friends with Altina. Yes, Wartle. Sacrificed her own happiness to serve Altina. Doesn't seem like she does anything outstanding. I'm tempted to say no Rizz, but bottom of Rizz seems better. I'm sure like the genes carry since, you know, she is Dean's little sister, I'm guessing. I'm gonna put her like at bottom of Rizz, or maybe above Dagdar. How does that feel?
That seems fine.
Okay, we have a second sexual harasser here, Homer. Do you want to go? Do you want to explain this one?
His recruitment is literally hitting on Nana.
And then getting, you know,
and getting
slapped.
pulled off for it.
Yeah, this is like, Thracia has the funniest recruitments, man, because like half of these are just by force. Like, Lithus is definitely like just trying to wait for the right moment to dip. And Homer just like, he just gets like beaten and forced to come into your army, which is hilarious. He is implied to have some Rizz because like Shanam Rezi, he's like, oh wow, you're staying here for like, I don't know. He's like a bar guy, he definitely has some women he's pulling, but he is also a sexual harasser, which places him here by default. I'm gonna put him above Lithus in sexual harassment here because I don't think Lithus has pulled anyone in his life. So yeah. Next we have Linoan. How do we feel about Linoan?
I feel like she's probably got unspoken Rizz.
Yeah, being a noble woman with holy blood, I think she has, puts her somewhere. I think she does have holy blood. Wasn't there like an event tied to her promotion?
Yeah, you have to visit the church.
Yeah, I'll put her at the bottom of unspoken Rizz, because I mean... Wait, no, she's engaged to a freaking Arion of all people, Altina's brother. That has to put her somewhere high up. Like, that is, yeah, in line to be the next of Thracia's thingy, I guess? That is weird. Yeah. Who the flip is this guy? What's his name? Ralph. What a
he is the most NPC playable unit of all time.
I remember he's promoted, but like, what else other than that?
Yeah, he's a hero. He has decent base stats.
Huh. I don't know what to put him. Yeah, thank you, Kaga.
He has no Rizz. That's just... That is his character, that he is nothing.
Maybe he has like a wife and kid waiting to get him back home, okay? He's just a traveling mercenary.
We'll find out when they add him to Fire Emblem Heroes.
I don't think he's going added to Fire Emblem Heroes anytime soon. Okay, wait, now, listen to this. Taking up farming tools with the same ferocity as he swung a sword, Ralph poured his energy into healing the land. Save for this one detail, no other record of Ralph can be found in historical textbooks. Having made no effort to preserve... Yeah, he's canonically a nobody. He made no effort to preserve a record of his deeds. And he's yeah, even Kaga was in on the joke, he's a nobody.
He's literally an NPC.
Yeah, Kaga was in on his own shtick. So that means top of no Rizz seems fine. I don't think he's like a loner or anything. And I mean, stats have to correlate with Rizz to a point, don't they?
And somebody might see his heroic deeds and think, that's the guy for me.
The issue is, nobody's seen his heroic deeds. Like, canonically. No one knows who this guy is. You see that?
I don't know.
That was some, like, expert, like, fourth wall breaking, because even Kaga knew I would forget his name. And that's why he made the ending like that, where no one knows his name. That's, like, excellent game design. But top of no Rizz seems fine. Next we have Sleuth, I think his name is.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about him. He reminds me of...
He kind of reminds me of Claude.
I was literally going to say that, yeah.
He's not interested in Rizz.
Yeah, I'm going to put him... Okay, Finn had better, like, Rizz because of the technicality with the Bridget thing. with the Bridget Tail 2 glitch. Not glitch, but like oversight. So I'm gonna put him above Sleuth. Whoever the hell this guy is, I don't know how to say his name. But I do remember he has 8 rank staffs, which is really good. I really like this man.
Yeah.
Next,
like he's unpromoted, but a lot of people don't even realize it because you don't need to promote him.
Yeah, you just free A rank staff goes crazy. Next, another person with A ranks, but this time in Thunder Magic, so you can use bolting at base. Ilios. What do we feel about Ilios?
He's probably got some rules.
He gets recruited by what's her face?
Karen.
Yeah, that is Karen. And I mean, he isn't exactly a commoner, is he? He seems kind of noble.
I think he's a noble.
Yeah, because his thing is that he's complaining about you know, being stuck in the same place as all the common folk, I believe. I'm guessing since he gets recruited by like Karen, he has to be somewhere, like on the Rizz, I guess. Or maybe he's a Rizz victim. I don't even know. Why can't you give me more dialogue to work with, Kaga? Let me just glance over his conversation with Karen real quick. No, I think he's not a noble, actually. I think he wants to be
I wouldn't know. I never recruited him.
You never got his conversation? Or maybe...
I never used him.
Okay, let me just summarize the Karen conversation. So Karen comes flying down, asks him to join... What the hell is that? Do you hear that sound as well?
What are you hearing?
Discord notif. I have my freaking stats on Do Not Disturb. Very strange. Whatever.
I have notifications popping up, but I didn't think that those were like going back through the microphone.
No, I don't think that was yours. I think it's some other random thing. Don't worry about it. But yeah, back to Ilios. Says he doesn't really want to change sides, but then he asks if he wants to be a noble. Karen's like, okay, sure, you have to work hard though. No, you have to have made it, like, you must have worked hard to become somebody in House Rouge. There's commoner this, commoner that. I think he hates commoners. Yeah, it says he's a man of common birth, but he's not ashamed of it. I'm proud of it, that I was born into a noble family. Not a drop of noble blood in his veins. It's a real name, yes. Yeah, I mean, I guess he talks to a woman, that's all I'll say. So he has to be somewhere.
And that's higher than the average Fire Emblem fan.
Yeah... Wait, what? Anyway...
That's more than the average Fire Emblem fan does.
I mean... Whatever, man. I think the fact that, like, Karen does kind of, like, talk to him, and she does seem a bit like, I'm not gonna say flirty, but she does joke around with him about his name. Because she says that, his name sounds a lot noble-like, even if he's not noble. I'm gonna put him below Karen, I'm guessing. He's definitely supposed to be like a nobody, so he's not like well-bred like the actual knights or anything. And he gets hit on, he's not the one doing the hitting, so... I don't think he has any Rizz, actually. Probably above these weirdos. Above or below Orson? I'm gonna say above, just barely though, because Orson looks a bit like a kid.
Yeah.
Next we have Misha, was it? Sounds like a Russian. I do not know anything about this lady. I have never once recruited her. I just always thought her portrait looked very, very pretty, so yeah. I don't know where to put her.
I don't know anything about her.
Oh, no, I know something. Do you remember the Pegasus sisters in FE4?
Yeah.
Apparently, she's one of their daughters. That's it. I don't think there's anything else.
I just remember you have to put her to sleep to recruit her. And I never wanted to do that.
I think it's like... Wait, so you've never recruited her either?
No.
Oh, wow. Well, I have not either. Her ending doesn't say anything. No, it says here at the end of her, ending. It says, to her superiors, she was a capable and fair commander, and to her subordinates, she was a kind and popular leader. Does popular mean Rizzful? Because her subordinates would be an all-girl unit, basically, so I don't think that counts as Rizz.
I don't know, maybe he's a lesbian.
Nah. I don't actually know.
You never know.
This is like Karga Fire Emblem, so probably less likely. Where the flip do I put this woman? She's like an adult. I mean, I think the portrait looks nice, so I don't mind putting her above these guys, but where would you put her then?
I guess just like above people like Halvin and Ozian, just because like she's like in the army, she's like professional. Those guys are just like
nobody's
from a random village.
Yeah, I'll be real. I'll put her above the homeless people. Yeah, I should probably put Karen. You look a bit so fine. Karen's below the homeless guy and the bandit thief leader. And Misha can be above. Whenever I play Thracia again, I definitely want to use her. Next we have the child, Sarah. You go in the child tier, I guess. No Rizz. She's very mysterious and like seemingly cold, but that's just, I don't know. Doesn't talk much, I guess.
I really like Sarah, but I recognize that she doesn't talk to anybody.
That's like no Rizz by choice, and also because she's like, what, 12? But yeah. She is a very cool character, I guess. Manfroy's granddaughter. She speaks with Leaf on the B route, where she talks about like his parents, Ethlyn and whatever. Like, I think Leaf...
He also speaks when you get the Kia staff.
Yeah.
Leaf is asking like, who the fuck is gonna use this?
That's... what the hell is that? Did you hear that sound again?
I heard something.
I might be tweaking out. What is that? Okay, don't worry about that. We're running on a time budget anyway. No Rizz tier. I am actually tweaking out. I heard something as well also. I think above...
my chair squeaks sometimes. That might be part of it.
I doubt your chair squeaking is making a Discord notif sound. Don't worry about it.
It's still the Discord sound.
Okay, let's just put Sarah above Tina, I guess, and maybe above Asbel, or maybe below Asbel. I don't know. Above Tina, because Tina, if you were a bit older, I'd put you in sexual harassment because I just don't like you. But yeah, no Rizz
here.
Like
Tina?
She's a very annoying.
After I showed you the fucking commission of Tina that I did, wow.
Okay, listen. If there was a unit that just like steals your crap, just very like. You can't even see what she's gonna steal. You can't even coordinate it. She just is just randomly like a jerk and just steals my stuff. She reminds me of another character in like Tearing Saga, where Karga just likes giving status staves to your enemies. So Tina steals her crap in Thracia, and then in Tearing Saga, I think there's a woman named Renee or something, and she actively uses your warp staff against you. So she'll actively, because when you recruit her, she uses the same warp staff. So the faster you beat the map, the more warp uses you get. But this woman will actively burn staff uses just to like warp an enemy to you. It's very, very annoying, and Karga realizes how good staves are and uses them against you. But that's beside the point. I do not like Tina at all. But yeah. Shanam, this man's a fraud. Where do we put him?
He pretends to have Rizz.
No, but isn't it
in actuality, he probably doesn't have any.
Okay, but here's the thing.
That's why he needs to pretend.
It works though. Like, canonically it works. He tricks Marita of all people.
He tricks her into learning Astra, yeah.
By accident, yeah. And I mean, Homer kind of figures out that he's not the real thing, but I'm pretty sure him and Homer are kind of like buddies. He's very much a fraud, but he's a fraud that kind of works. Like, does Leaf ever acknowledge the fact that people are saying that he's like harboring the Prince of Isaac in his army? Because that's just funny. Like,
don't think about it.
Yeah.
He's just a regular soldier.
Like, Leaf is getting told that he has a prince of another country who has holy blood, and apparently is supposed to have, like, Balmung with him. Well, he doesn't have Balmung at the start of FE4, but you get the point. And he just doesn't,
He's
like...
also supposed to be, like, co-leading an entirely separate army, like,
yeah.
right now.
He doesn't realize, oh wow, they're like two Shanons right now? That's crazy. He just doesn't notice. There's a guy pretending to be the High Prince of Isaac in his army. Beautiful. Next, we should move on to Miranda. She's a noble woman, so maybe she should have Rizz, but like, she fails at pulling
Isn't
Leaf.
she kind of a brat?
Oh, definitely. She like yells at Leaf the first thing ever when you recruit her, I swear. I mean...
I never played B-Route.
I have.
I never got her.
She does come off as a bit whiny, I guess, but... I can understand it because, you know, no home. You had your home taken off her. And also in the B-Rat, I believe. Do you know the big moment in... I forgot what chapter it was, but it was the chapter where you have to retreat and Leaf loses half his army, right? Before that, Miranda kind of like cries to Leaf about, oh wow, save my home please. So she's also responsible for that, which gives her a bad rep. But it feels wrong being a noble woman and no Rizz here.
We could probably go above Dagdar.
And I think above... probably above the village people as well.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. A lot of Rizz comes from status. So I think above the knights, but below the people that actually have Rizz. Because the reason the knights were so high up is because I said they were probably like raised properly, you know. You know, they're like not, you know, random villagers. And these guys, the top three here, they have Rizz, even if Shanam is very, you know, sly with it. So I think Bong Miranda in here is a good option. We cool with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That seems fine.
What do we do with this man, Xavier? I have never recruited him. I doubt you have either.
I recruited him while getting the silver card.
Why would you do that?
It sounded funny.
Did you have fun?
You could argue that.
You can't really argue what's fun or not, but... Fine, you're the expert on Xavier. Where do we put him?
He doesn't really seem like he would be interested in Rizz. He just seems like he wants to be a good soldier.
Looks like he wants to be like 5 foot under. Look how old he is. He's gone a bomb of Rizz. Next we have this woman. She reminds me of Olden. What's her name? Amanda? Amalda? Something?
Amalda.
Why am I saying Amanda then? Amalda, yeah, is Amalda. I just checked. Have you used her before? You said you only go A-Rat, right?
Yeah, she's pretty good.
I mean, does she do anything? Like,
she has staves and decent bases, so she can do some combat.
but does she like?
And she's not like anything special. She doesn't really talk to anybody either. I don't. She talks to Sleuth. That's how you recruit her.
Oh, in the chapter where you're running away, right?
Yeah.
I mean, she probably has to go with all the other knights as well, I'm guessing. I mean,
she's not... She's pretty good looking.
Debatable. How old is she?
I don't know.
She is 24, okay. Above or below Miranda? She has the adult woman Rizz, so I'm gonna put her above Miranda. Who the flip is this mustache guy?
I know his name, I just can't remember it right now.
Wonderful. I think he's recruited in the same chapter.
Conomer.
Conomer, yeah. I just brought it up now. Have you ever recruited him?
No, because I've never went B route.
He's B route. I thought he was... How'd you recruit him?
I didn't. I told you I'd never used him.
But I'm sure you know how to recruit him, right?
You talked to him with, like,
Miranda,
right?
yeah, Miranda, I just searched it up now. Miranda, I don't use her, so I've never recruited this man in my life. Let me see his character ending. He resigned his post as a knight, and then he moved on to a modest home, where he lived out his days in peace and quiet. I don't think this man cares. He probably cares a bit more than Xavier, given that Xavier's like a retired knight, but this man is... he doesn't care. Look at his mustache. Looks funny. But yeah, that is why I'm boring Connemore here. Next we have Diamut or Dermot. He has the charm skill. He looks fairly well bred. I might bore him in like unspoken Rizz tier, to be honest.
I mean, charm is just canon unspoken Rizz.
Yeah, I think unspoken Rizz on top or below Leaf, because he's kind of mid his journey. Leaf is right at the start of his journey. I mean, if you want to talk about endgame Leaf, he's already on Rizz tier, but it'd feel lazy if we bought Leaf in Rizz tier 2 times in a row, because in the last tier list he was Rizzler. Oh my god, that sound. Nothing. Leaf is probably below Diamut and FE5, I'm guessing. We're good with this then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sias then, Arvis's kid that destroys his characterization. Why would Arvis cheat on Deirdre? Or like, why would he ever, you know, mingle with Ada, I think his name is? It doesn't make any sense.
I have no idea.
Like, why would you do that?
He has like fucking 40 leadership stars though.
Oh, that is true. It has to be somewhere very high up.
Fucking crazy amount.
Does that correlate with Rizz though? Because he's sort of a holy man, it seems.
But I think in the last one we counted leadership stars like we counted the charm skill.
I'm going to say unspoken Rizz, even if he does seem a bit like, you know, he wouldn't be interested, because his charm skill is so high that it's just like, not charm, but like his leadership stars, absolutely insane. Yeah. Next we have Sed. Rizzler or unspoken Rizz?
Probably got unspoken Rizz. He's got Forseti.
Oh,
it's like that alone.
Yeah.
Do a lot.
So he's kind of in combat with Sias for who is the more unspoken in terms of their Rizz. I'm gonna say, I don't know, Sed leads his own sort of like rebellion. Sias is just another kind of guy, I guess. Hard to say, it's hard to say. Having Forseti must like boost your Rizz by so much. And Sias is like a general, or was it a general, but he's part of the bigger army. And it probably takes more Rizz to lead a smaller army, if you get what I'm saying. So,
yeah.
Holy Blood as well, Major Holy Blood, probably puts him above. And speaking of Holy Blood...
he's got the same stat boosts from Forseti that you get in FE4.
Yeah,
so
but that's...
he's got like fucking 35 or 45 speed in Thracia.
Yeah, but that's like, oh wow, you're already at the end of the game. I don't think, you know, I don't think that's very useful, except for killing bosses, maybe.
Not because of how useful it is, but because of just the way that it looks. It's like this guy's got like plus 20 stats just for existing.
I swear he has Forseti in like, do you know the chapter with Hicks, right? If you don't do the Gaiden chapter, which I found out by accident, you can actually get Sed and his forces to help give you a distraction. And I think he has Forseti there as well. But yeah, I think...
he can fight Galzus.
Yeah, there's that one clip that I think that was his name, Excel Blum did, whatever. But yeah.
Yeah.
On top of unspoken Rizz. Next we have Galzus. Where do we put him? He's an old man.
Well, he had to have had sex with somebody at some point in order to have a daughter. So he was presumably married.
But does that count though? Because like, the reason I bought Dagdar in Rizz tier, even though he has like no wife, is because he's still interested in Avel. It's highly implied. I don't think Galzus cares, like at all. He's definitely more Rizzful than these guys. In terms of the no Rizz tier, he's probably above Finn, I'd say. And yeah, I think that's We're done with all the characters now, but let's review everything. Rizz seems pretty loaded. I guess in Unspoken Rizz we could make some arguments for Leaf to be in Rizz if we're taking his endgame where he rizzes up Nana. But for the sake of like
he literally ends the game like professing his love for her.
She doesn't say no either. He basically like, oh yeah, let's go find your mother so I can tell her that I'm in love with you. Like there's some next tier Rizz, but we already bought... Did we put Leaf in Rizz last time? I can't remember. But yeah.
I don't even remember.
It's been like a week. But yeah, he would definitely be in Unspoken Rizz if we're talking about the beginning of the game. Laura, whatever faces. Unspoken Rizz. Freaking Roberto here. He is in Unspoken because of his ending. Lenone's a noble woman. I really wish I could put Selfina higher, but I guess technicalities or whatever. Rest of these guys in the married Rizz, I think they're fine.
Dawson is probably married. We don't actually know for sure.
Yeah, that's a bit funny. I'm gonna like search him up right now. Does Dawson have kids? How the hell do you recruit him? He's part of the people where
you just talked to him with Leaf after you visit the... In Chapter 3, you have to get the correct green unit to the correct house, and then you talk to him with Leaf in Chapter 4.
Yeah.
That's how you recruit him.
You have to save his younger brother named Ubel. And I think it only says Ubel here. I'm gonna guess that he's not married. He says, Ubel, take care of your sister, as his death quote, right? And it says, where's his ending? Not ending. But I remember he mentions a girl's name, Diana. I'm guessing that's his sister's name. So I don't think he's actually married. It mentions his siblings in the ending, so I think he is just a good older brother. I don't think he's actually married. So yeah, I might have to demote you. Where in Rizz tier should he go?
Probably just with the other
knights. Villagers. I'm gonna... it feels a bit bad. He is probably around... Okay, is he more attractive than Tanya? Yes. Is he more attractive than Orson? Probably, because Orson looks a bit younger. Ilios looks a bit like a kid. I'm gonna put him above the homeless people. There we go. Misha, I like how you look, but I have never used you in a day of my life. So that's why you're there. Shanam is only here on a technicality. Dean... Wait. Dean and Unspoken Rizz might be a bit too far. I don't know. It feels a bit weird for someone who can pull Lenone to, like, not be in the same tier as her. So that's a bit rough. Let me just check his ending, because I do remember that I think he had a much sadder ending or something, but it kind of got scrapped for the actual main game. Give me a second. Oh wow, he has... What the? You know in Chapter 4, right, with Tahara?
Yeah.
Apparently, you can visit the village on the bottom left of the map, and that gives you a conversation with Altina. I did not know that. That's where you get the dragon pipe from.
He gets his... Yeah, that's where he gets his bird.
I've never actually done that, because I'm usually a big coward when it comes to that map. I did not know, that is crazy. Yeah, there we go. So she knows he's a traitor. There we go. Okay, so all it is that he gets a dragon pike and then he says that he'll protect Lenone. After the wars end, he escorts the wounded Arion to the former region of South Thracia, continues to watch him, appointed to the head of the Draco Knights. Years later, he re-entered the stage of politics, and he doesn't really do anything afterwards. I'm gonna put him at top of Rizz, I guess, just below Shanam. just cause, I guess. Only person here I can see getting demoted is maybe Miranda. She's technically well-bred, but I don't see her above these guys. She is a bit of a kid. Anybody you want to change around in Rizz tier? Because, like, there is a lot of people here.
Not really.
I mean, a lot of this is just, we have to guess. I'm gonna put Tanya above Orson because she's a tomboy, but other than that, that is pretty good for the... Next we have no Rizz tier. We have an NPC, a former child hunter, a homeless man, a short guy, a 12-year-old, a child, this guy, homeless guy, Finn, Sleuth, whoever his name is, and 2 old men with mustaches. And in sexual harassment here, we only have 2 people. I thought there'd be a lot more, to be honest. But yeah, I think this is...
That's twice as many as the other ones we've done.
So... No, because FE4 would technically be 1 game, wouldn't it? We've been, like, tiering twice the amount of characters. Oh god, this...
I mean, if you separate the generations...
This is going to be a very, very long video now that I think about it. But yeah, I am pretty happy with this tier list right now. And you want to say anything before we end?
Tina and Safi and Sarah are the best girls in this game.
Ignore the fact you just said 2 children. I'll agree with you on Safi. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I shall see you later.